What's up, Raider Nation? Spicy Raider Girl here with Protect the Shield. Welcome to Woodson Whiskey Wednesdays.
What's up, Raider Nation? I got a special message for you. Come on, you know what it is. Raider.
Y'all who's made this beat.
Let's go.
Come back and play here for a second time around. You guys welcome me back with open arms, as if I never left. And this team is going to get so much better really, really soon. I want you to take a look out in the center of this field and look at all the guys that came back for this moment here today. We understand what it's about. We understand Raider Nation. We understand Raider love. Since 1966, you guys have been coming to this stadium and you've been rooting this team on the victory. You've seen this team win 3 Super Bowls. And we know the love that you have for this team. It ain't going nowhere no matter what it is. We thank you guys for being here. And if you would just indulge me one time, I need that Raiders about you, baby. I need that Raiders. So if we get it, and we can get it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Raiders! Raiders!
Woo! Welcome to Woodson Whiskey Wednesday. We haven't been on in a couple weeks because we've been in Miami and Las Vegas, and I have to say, I missed that intro. I forgot how hyped that gets me.
I know. I was back there jamming.
Right. I gotta get the town shirt. I think that's from Oaklandish. I wonder if they still have that.
Oh, that'll be fire.
The town with the heart.
Yeah, gotta love that.
I feel like I see something new every time, even though I've seen that a million times. It still gets me excited.
Fact.
Anyway, welcome to Woodson Whiskey Wednesdays. If you haven't already, light that torch, hit that like button, subscribe, and become a member. Share this video as well. If you are over there watching on Protect the Shield, jump over to our channel and subscribe. And if you are watching on 4 Live, jump over to Protect the Shield and subscribe. Please make sure you're subscribed to both platforms.
Both, absolutely.
The drinking game alert. If you're playing with us tonight, listen.
Listen, Linda.
We didn't have time to put together the cocktails today, but you know what? There's no wrong way to have it. So I'm just going straight Woodson Coke, and I think I killed a bottle. I think I killed it.
Hey,
we just started. I killed it.
Hey, you see me? I'm done. So,
but you know, I always got reserves.
Yeah, you got the backup. You got the backup. Yeah,
I got the backup. I may or may not have a case or 2 behind me.
Oh, do you? Okay, hold out. But no, I'm on some Woodson whiskey and ginger ale. I just love ginger ale. So
that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, we should have brought some. Like I said, there's been so much going on. We should have brought some clips from our yacht party, sponsored by Woodson Whiskey. Shout out to them. We'll put up the content. I was probably going to put it up in the next day or 2, just kind of getting settled back in. But shout out to Woodson Whiskey for sponsoring our yacht party in Miami. They hooked us up with enough bottles. Let's just say we had some fun. Okay, we had some fun, but we maintained. Shout out actually to Jay Jackson. I think he's in here. He was on the yacht with us.
Oh, Jay was there.
Arizona in the house. Raiders for life. Navajo on the go. He's actually got the good videos. If you don't follow him, I don't think he's put them up yet, but if you don't follow him, he's got all the good videos from the yacht. He was the designated videographer for that day. I was the designated dancer/drinker.
For sure. Yeah, shout out to Jay, man. He took some good pictures too.
He
Had
did.
a little light. I'm like, okay.
Well, yeah. That's how he do. What's up to the chat? Jay Terrence, what's good? What's good? Leo always in the building. Raid, or he probably put that up when Charles was screaming it out. That's always when I feel it too.
Right.
Of course, Scotty Waddy Raider 1 in the building. Ana Diaz, thanks so much. Longtime supporter, member of this channel. Thank you for being a member. If you want to become a member, you know what to do. This was the saying of the day, Jay? Was that the saying of the day? We killed another bottle.
Bottles had no chance.
We still maintained because we still had a dope event that night and still managed to go out and make it to the game bright early the next morning. So we know how to do what we do. For sure. We made it somehow. And I don't know, like the day of the game, I actually got up and watched the sunrise on the beach. No, I don't know, Chris. And I never get up there early. That means you woke up after you passed out on the beach. Yeah. I'm about to say I took a little nap. I rolled over, and it was a sunrise. Yeah. You're like, you know what? I can't even figure out how to do a lift right now. I'm just gonna take a nappy poo. Oh man, it was great though. I kid with you. I kid. All right, we'll stick it with your story. You woke up in time for the. There we go. Got it. Nobody was there to say otherwise. Right. That's true. You're the only one that can tell that tale. So there it is. Facts. Well, interesting week this week for the Raiders. I talked about on our live show at the Bank Club in Emeryville where we had our watch party. To me, at 5-5 going to the bye week, it kind of seemed like a make or break time in the season. I mean, For me, I'm thinking, okay, if they could beat the Chiefs, 6-5 is looking good. They're really in the hunt. Or you fall 5-6, that's a huge difference, especially with the Chiefs, going to 8-3 instead of 7-4. Right. As we know, the Raiders did not succeed. Only 3 points after the first quarter, which is just sad. But hey, they're still right there in the hunt, at 5-6. So what do you think? Chris? I'll ask you, and I'll also ask the chat. Yeah, what do you think? Is it a playoff push, or is it a let's look to next season? It's going to be tough. Like I think, we would have to win. We definitely have to win 4 games. Yeah, so we definitely have to win 4 games. So but I don't think 9 wins is going to be enough. It's going to be tough, but I mean it's doable. But at the end of the day, can we beat the Chiefs in Kansas City? And that's going to be tough. But honestly, I wasn't too upset about that game because the Chiefs are a better team right now. For sure. And that's all there is. But we fought hard, and there was a couple things I wish that went different. But I'm not giving up. I don't understand a lot of these fans talking about, AP go back to Compton and all. What? I haven't heard that one. Dang, they you ain't heard that one? You ain't heard that one? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They talk about. And by the way, and the 2 we lost against were good teams, especially the Chiefs. All of us thought we were going to lose to anyway. Listen. I don't care who's coaching the Raiders that last game. Well, you're going to send every coach packing? Because listen, the Chiefs are a well-oiled machine, and that might be the most ignorant statement I've heard. Ignorant. And there's a lot of ignorant statements coming from Raider Nation. You know what I'm saying? We can all have our opinions. We all do, and that's why we have these platforms. And I'm open to hearing them, but you can't just send everyone packing after a couple losses. Like, that's ridiculous. I mean, for sure. Like, I'm just. Are there signs out there yet? No, I'm kidding. But don't vote. But I don't know. So, but yeah, just to answer your question, I don't think we'll hit the playoffs this year, but I think we'll continue to be competitive. I think these guys are really playing for AP. They want him to keep his job. They're just focused. They just don't have the talent. That's all there is to it. But you get people like Mac with his knee. You see his knee? That dude is an animal, man. Like, we got to protect Max at all costs. Like, okay, can I add to that and sign Robert Spillane? Oh my God! Let's lock him in. Oh my God! That's the pair right there. That's the pair I want to see leading this team moving forward. For sure. And then add to it. For sure. Yeah, that's where I'm at too. And honestly, I know we're going to talk about it later, but I want to keep AP. Unless something just totally crumbles and hits the fan over these next few games. He's already done enough for me to at least feel proud to be a Raider again. Same. You know what I'm saying?
So
look, and they're a mediocre team. They have a mediocre record. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's just the facts. Those are just the facts. And like you alluded to, if nothing else, I'm just happy that he brought the morale back, not only in the locker room, but in the stands.
Exactly.
And for me, I'm here for that. And yeah, Jay Jackson's saying the same thing. What? Go back to Compton. I haven't seen that anywhere. I haven't either.
Oh, trust me. Watch. I try not to watch them, but watch them daggone press conferences. Those comments in there.
Oh, geez.
Oh my God.
Okay, that's where you saw it. First of all, there were people commenting in there, fire McDaniels after he'd already been fired.
Right.
So okay.
Yeah,
they don't count. No, I'm kidding.
Right.
Leo says we 5-7 with 5 games left. Don't think 9 gets it, but we'll see. Wait. 5-7. Wait, 5-7? I'm sorry. Why would I say 5 and 6? Yeah. Why did I say 5 and 6? Sorry, I forgot about that last game already. No, I'm kidding. 9 doesn't get. That's why I think they have to win out. 9 could get it. I mean, I'm at the point where I'm scoreboard watching. I know people aren't into that or whatever, but I'm looking for. May the chips fall as they may, or whatever the saying is. But I mean, I'm looking for those other teams to lose. I'll be honest with you.
I mean, but then we still got we done let Denver catch up. You know, they've been in the basement now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They didn't call up to
beat the Chiefs. They deserve it.
Right. So, we got a lot ahead of us, but at the end of the day, I just want to continue to fight. I just
have to.
Yeah, I don't want to see no blowouts and stuff like that. We're fighting every play count, so I love seeing it.
Here's the thing, if we're not cheering for them to win, what is the fun of watching? So I'm certainly not going to sit and watch and hope that they lose out.
Yeah, I just can't even fathom that. Maybe just because I used to play, and it's just the thought of losing. I don't care if it's for a draft pick or not. You should never try to lose. Anyone that has any kind of competitive spirit is not Max is not okay with losing for a draft pick. Jacobs is not okay with that. If you got a dog mentality, it's for a reason. You don't want to tank for a draft pick. That pisses me off every time I hear it.
And besides that, the Raiders have not been successful at draft picks anyway. So
right.
It's historically they're not good at drafting. So if we will say, let's just give up on the season now, when in theory they still have the chance to go. Well, in reality, they still have the chance to go 10-7. Why would we want to purposely lose to potentially maybe get a good draft?
And
you know what I mean? That sounds ridiculous to me, but that's my opinion. Let's look at some of the comments here. Real men are Raiders. What's good? Damn, that's messed up for fans to say that about AP. I agree, and I haven't seen that either. Jay Jackson says some of these fans just need to settle down. we had some fun with that in Vegas one time when we were at a lounge bar. This guy that was a performer, he was actually really good, but his joke was always settle down, and then we just turned it into a drinking game. We were just had too much of a good time, and by the end of the night, the guy was like, "Oh, I guess I say that a lot." We're like, "Yeah, you do." So anyway, that little background on that. AP has done great for what he has handled in the middle of a season.
Absolutely,
I agree. I mean, I think anybody, even going back to Bisaccia, anyone who can take over in the middle of anything, really,
right,
and get and have some success, I like. And even with Bisaccia, the players respected him; they liked him. I think they still do. Actually, you saw that after the Packers game.
Yeah,
that he was players were going up and giving him props and things like that. So,
yeah, absolutely, and it's. It just goes a long way. And again, AP, you can just tell the whole vibe has changed. I mean, not just a locker room, but the fans. I did hate seeing all that red. That was a lot of red.
But, it was a lot more than other teams. Other teams have been kind of 25% on the visitor side and then sprinkled out throughout.
Yeah,
this was literally 75%. It went from visitors to the sides. And did you see the win club?
Oh God!
Oh my goodness! It looked like it was all red.
Yeah,
all red.
That's a bad look. That's a bad look. But again, people always want to blame Davis, but I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, fans are selling their tickets, so I mean, we can't get mad at everybody.
I disagree. If you listen, I don't even know.
You're open.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't have to put the blame on anybody. However, if we have to point fingers, for sure this is on Mark Davis. Who else could it be on? You move your team to a market where you're not going to have home field advantage, and is a transient city, and is a tourist city where people are going to come. It is what it is.
I mean, we got to
be. And he lined in his pockets. The team went from, 20th to second, or I don't know. I make those numbers up, but he skyrocketed in worth. So you blame Mark Davis, and he doesn't care that he's blamed because he making bank.
And it is
what it is. You know what I mean? Let's see. Charles Washington. He's been wanting to get a few things off his chest. We might need to let him call in. Shoot, you're gonna start off like that.
Go ahead, Charles.
Go, Charles. Right. Number one, the OC needs to have a more pass-first mentality to open up the running game. Number two, call the right play at the right time. Put your big pants on. You want to respond to that, Chris?
No, I mean, I agree. I mean, because a lot of times people always talk about, on offense, you set up, you establish the run to set up the pass. But, a lot of times you could, set up the pass to, to get the run going. So, at the end of the day, it's all about catching the defense off guard. I think more or less what Charles is saying is we're too predictable. I do think that Bo is calling a better game than what McDaniels was calling. But at the end of the day, what I always say is, the players have to execute at the end of the day. Like, no matter what play is called, even with Bo, you see plays that he's called and receivers are wide open. If we're not catching, if we're not throwing it to the right guy, or if we're dropping the ball, it don't matter if Jesus was calling plays. You know what I'm saying? It's like the players have to execute, and it just stops there, at the end of the day. But I feel what Charles is saying, though.
I hear Charles, too. But, you and I had talked about that even while McDaniels was still coaching. The players got to execute. It is what it is. Right. I'm going to pop down here real quick to Leo. I guess we carried on that trend for the following week or the week after or whatever. Oh, yeah, I remember that, Spicy. Settle down. I guess the same band was in town the night they were in town, too. It's going to be an ongoing game now, by the way. The name of the well, I say band. It's like a duo. It's Swipe Right. They play all around Vegas. So anytime you want to go see Swipe Right, maybe they just happen to be playing and you didn't go to see them. Anytime they say settle down, that could just be a universal drinking game right there.
Nice.
Let's see. Fabi, what's good? Is the last game versus Denver going to be a big game? I think it could be. I don't think we know yet, right? I think it can really come down to where these two teams stand. If either team or both team has a push for the playoffs. I will say this though, if you're thinking about going, get your tickets now while they're affordable. Because once that game means something, those prices are going to skyrocket.
Oh, absolutely.
And they probably won't go down much more than they already are. So you can probably just say, hey, cut your losses and just get rid of them for the same cost. So that's what I would do. Yeah,
because that's at Denver too. And
no, that's in Vegas.
Are you sure?
The last game?
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's a flex game, so it's either going to be the 6th or 7th.
That's right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, right now might be the time to get it while we're kind of on our 2-game losing streak. It might be. Yeah, I would. If we mess around, because we got the Vikings and then the Chargers.
Chargers, yeah.
Yeah, we can easily go on a 2-game winning streak, and then everybody's going to be back excited again. Our fans are. Yeah, AP, yeah. Come on back from Compton. I was just joking. Come on.
Get on back here.
Oh my gosh, our fans are fickle, man. I love it though.
See, Anna's right there too. I haven't seen the go back to Compton comment. Probably a troll that forgot to take their meds. I love the coach. Yeah, the coach is awesome.
You got to love him. Like, how can you not? I mean, he lost 2 games that everyone thought he was going to lose. Okay. Now, if he starts losing to, honestly, I expect us to beat the Vikings. The Vikings aren't super bad, but we should be able to beat them. And
especially at home. Hopefully they don't travel well. They're not known to travel well, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think they'll travel well. Plus, I don't think they're all excited now. I mean, I know they're getting their receiver back, but And then honestly, I expect us to beat the Chargers. I mean, I know the Chargers got us. They barely got us the last time, but I expect to beat them. You know.
Yeah, the next two games should beat or they should win. But you know, you can never say should with the Raiders.
You never.
I'm trying to take it back. Take it back.
Right? Yeah. My bad.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just don't even put it out there.
Right.
Let's see. We said real men are Raiders. Facts, Charles. We gotta give it all, and we gotta see what happens. No hard feelings. We just need to see.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Well, who else we got in here? Randy, what is going on?
Boy, Randy.
Spicy. Have a great show. Thank you. And remember, please subscribe to both channels. If it even takes you a second to pop back from one to the other, go ahead and subscribe to both of us. We're both trying to hit some different goals here, so we appreciate your support. We appreciate you for being here. Leo says, Mark needed to move the team, was broke, and the town didn't even have money for signing bonuses. Mark made a business decision. Now that we're back, it's one of the most valuable teams in the league. Sure. That's a fair statement, but like I say, if we're gonna point fingers at it, because of Vegas, really, because if they would have moved to San Antonio, it wouldn't be like this.
No,
I'm glad they didn't move to San Antonio because for sure I'm not going there. You know what I'm saying?
And honestly, there was a lot of talk going there too. I was like, hey, we might as well go to Vegas at this point.
Right, so. and I mean, if we really want to be kind of like talk about this. How much money is too much money? Could you have said, "Hey, we want to stay"? And it's one of the most valuable teams now, sure. But hey, you already bajillionaire. You need more. This is a little tangent. Has nothing to do with the Raiders. But Vegas is the biggest city of greed ever, and it's kind of sad. Any concert, any sporting event, anything, hotel room, drink, establishment,
everything costs.
That's all. That is run on greed.
I don't care what nobody say. I feel like Miami's like that too. Everything was expensive in Miami. Damn it.
Well, that's because you were riding up and down South Beach. They got to go a little out the skirts, just a little bit. We actually found some really good cigar spots that had like the best cigars I've had, maybe ever, and they were $10.
Really? Oh yeah. You talking about where we went?
Another spot, but that was good too.
Oh, okay. How about say I like the little spot. I like that cigar.
I probably hit at least 5 different cigar spots.
Did you? I know which one you didn't like. We're not going to talk about them.
They can't all be winners.
Can't win them all.
Can't win them all. John Leon, I don't know why we never went with the quarterback sneak on multiple 4th and 1.
That's a big. That's a big. Discussion.
I don't know what to say to that. At least unless they just didn't have confidence that they can execute. That's the only thing I can come up with.
Yeah, I think. So I'm not sure if he's talking about the one where we didn't get or the one that, like, when we just decided to kick the field goal. But yeah, it's tough because you just never know how our line's going to block. Like sometimes our line does their thing and they'll get some push, and JJ can do his thing. But then sometimes they just move our linemen out the way and tackles for a loss. So
there was a video recently of the Eagles, and I forget who they were playing. Did you see this video? It was a thing of beauty. The way they did the quote unquote tush push.
Oh, there
were like 3 different camera angles, and it literally looked like the quarterback was on like a roller.
Yeah.
The way it just moved.
Yeah.
So seamlessly. It was like, wow, I feel like I could have like sat on top of that pile with the glass on my head.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have moved. It was just like so seamless.
Because Kelsey's such a beast. Like at center, like he's just a monster at center. So he kills people himself. And then, I mean, the Eagles, they probably have the first or second best offensive line in the league anyway. So
yeah, I mean, it was a thing of beauty. And I maybe just didn't have the confidence in it. That's the only thing I could say.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Charles says, the last 2 games we went against 2 elite secondaries. O'Connell has shown that he can sling it on both teams. I think he's ready. Ooh.
Yeah, some is his decision making. But I mean, he has the arm talent. That's the thing. Like, you can definitely tell the difference between him back there and Jimmy. Jimmy knows where he wants to put the ball, but he just can't. He just don't have that arm. But O'Connell he has the arm, but he just still has to learn to read coverages a little better, and it'll come. But
here's the thing that I don't understand. I think that the Raiders should play both of them because they both have their strengths. Like, to me, O'Connell's not ready.
Yeah,
he's not very athletic. He doesn't see what's happening quick enough, so he can't make good decisions fast enough. But yeah, he does other things well. Yeah. He has the arm strength. He can execute. He's disciplined, things like that. So for me, I just don't know why it has to be like one quarterback. I mean, listen, if maybe they're saying the offense is already too predictable anyway. So they go, oh, Connell's going in. They must be throwing long. And Jimmy G's coming in. It must be this or that. Well, let him guess then. Let him guess.
Yeah, I think only thing is, as a quarterback, it's all about rhythm too. So it's like, because I think that dual quarterback, it doesn't work in the NFL or in college either. So
it works. Hey, that guy Hill on the Saints, I like what he does when he comes in.
Oh, well, he's a whole different beast. He's a whole different beast.
But I'm just saying, maybe just try it. I don't know. I get it. It's unreason. It's not logical. It's not I don't know if logical is the right word. It's not the norm.
Yeah.
But at this point, I mean, what do you really have to lose? You've got an interim, this, that, and the other, rookie quarterback. It's just like, just try it. Let's just listen. When you only score 3 points,
I know.
after the first quarter, excuse me, what do you really have to lose at that point? What do you just try it?
Right. Yeah, because that's the thing. Like O'Connell, the thing that kills me about him is he just can't move.
Right,
and just like I tell everybody, it's like in today's league, like, out of 32 quarterbacks, there's probably only 5 that I would say that are just slow. Everyone else is at least, fast enough to at least help themselves, be able to, be able to buy a little bit of time and help out their offensive linemen. And, O'Connell just can't do that. But I know, one of my unpopular opinions is, I necessarily wouldn't mind seeing Jimmy with Bo calling the plays. Like, I just wonder if
that's true. We haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I just wonder if that would help him. Because then again, I just don't know. Jimmy just played way worse than what I thought he was going to play. So I don't know if a lot of that was McDaniels or if it was just Jimmy not execute. I don't know, but I don't know. I'm not giving up on O'Connell, but it just bothers me when he just can't move. It just. At least Jimmy's a little bit more mobile than that. Yeah,
there's a lot of comments, a lot of great comments tonight. So thank you all. But yeah, kind of, everyone is kind of there on the same page. When you have a suspect O-line, you get what you get.
Yeah.
I put up a couple other comments. Jason says AOC can't get out the damn pocket.
Right.
Randy says, I thought AOC was drowning some dimes out there. So we all just want wins. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we're already halfway through the show because we've had so many good comments. We haven't really gotten into any of our games. So, thank you very much. Shout out to you, real men, all Raiders, and may I add real women are too. Just saying. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate you. Moon.
Yeah.
Mother Moon is behind the scene.
Mother Moon in the building.
We went right into this, like full force. Read the comments and half the show done.
I was thinking that, and I'm like, they're on a roll. I'm going to just sit back here and enjoy the show myself.
Look, we haven't been on in a couple weeks. We're a little excited.
I know.
So excited.
Well, welcome everyone in the chat. Welcome. We're going to go ahead and start a little game as we started doing a couple of weeks. Oh, last week was our first time. It is called Agree or Disagree. Please join in with your comment, whether you agree or not with the fun little statement I have.
Before you get into that, I just want to say, the first time we did this was a couple weeks ago at our watch party, at our fan mixer at Tap and Ash in Las Vegas. That was a fun party. We hope to do it again. It was a success on both ends. So we'll let you know if we're going to do that again. It's a really jazzy, upscale, just cool vibe cigar lounge out in Vegas, kind of near the Arts District. We did a live show there. We had the Woodson Whiskey girls out there, our signature cocktail, Woodson Whiskey signature cocktails, and we had obviously cigars and a lovely little jazz band.
Oh yeah, there was jamming.
It was a vibe for sure.
Yeah, when I've been there, it seems like it's almost welcoming as a family. Everyone talks to everyone.
Was cool,
We were singing, dancing.
Yeah, I love it.
For sure.
It's a good time.
So shout out to Tap and Ash. We hope to see y'all out there sometime when we throw something like that again. But yes, we are ready. Agree or disagree?
Agree or disagree with this statement? Let's start it off.
Play with us, chat. Play with us.
The best whiskey on Wednesday and any other day is Charles Woodson whiskey. Do you agree? 1, 2, 3, agree or disagree?
Let's go.
And if you haven't had a chance to have some Woodson whiskey, please try it. It's nice and smooth, and it has a little bit of berries and caramel at the end there. You'll enjoy it.
And if you are in the Bay Area, let me know. I got a couple cases here. If you need some, we can hook you up. All right.
Okay, so agree or disagree? Should the Raiders have cut Marcus Peters after the Chiefs loss? 1, 2, 3, agree.
Wait, can I kind of disagree because it should have happened sooner?
And I almost, actually, I almost didn't put that last part of that in there. So,
you know, it's sad though. Can I just say, I know, well, this is rapid fire, right? But real quickly, as an Oaktown guy, I wanted him to do well. And it's a shame, like, players always do so well until they come to the Raiders. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, let's let everybody know what they're agreeing to on that.
Yes.
Okay.
So far, everyone agrees, so they must agree to both.
Okay, good.
Oh yeah, Randy didn't like him. Yeah, Randy didn't like him from the beginning.
Oh,
so he agreed.
Randy did not like him. I can attest to that.
Okay, no matter what happens this season, the AP should be the head coach for 2024.
I'm sticking with them.
Agree?
I'm sticking with them.
I'm rocking out. Let's go.
I'm keeping him.
Go.
Let's go. I think we hope we have everybody in there. Yeah, he's bringing some good vibes to the team and to the fans for sure. Okay, agree or disagree that the Raiders will make the playoffs? Do you agree? 1, 2, 3, agree. Disagree.
I'm hopeful.
I want them to. Yeah, I want them to. But
I'm hopeful, but I
gotta keep
disagree. I'm not. Put it this way. I'm not throwing money on it.
Oh, no.
But I will cheer for them.
Yeah, I hope. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of people wanting to agree with that, and I agree also. Well, I'm sticking with the man. Sorry, Jimmy G. Your good looks are what they used to be.
Well, I wouldn't say all that. Disagree. Disagree.
Okay. Should Jimmy G still be benched? 1, 2, 3, agree or disagree?
She still be benched.
Because he is considered benched. Yeah. I disagree also. What do we have?
Y'all want Jimmy back?
You want him back?
I want to see him back, especially maybe it just at least in some capacity, halftime change or something.
So you agree that he should still be benched?
I do not.
The chat agrees he should still be benched. Okay. Now, Crosby, should he have played after knowing how swollen his knee was the day before?
Wait, should he play? That's a yes or no. Wait, so does that mean?
Do you agree that he should have played?
Yes.
Knowing how swollen his knee was. That he should have played. You agree he should have played? After seeing the knee, I'm not too sure.
Agree. Should have played, did play.
I love that he played. I absolutely love that he played, but I think that, you know, maybe he should have played a little bit, but once things got out of hand, get him out of there.
Okay, I will agree with that.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, like
take him out like towards the end, but like way towards the end.
Because the thing is, I'm gonna be pissed off if, like, I know he's resting now, but like if he has to, like, if he did some more damage and then he's gonna miss like the rest of the season, then to me it's not worth it. But I love how tough he is, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go to number 7. Do you agree or disagree that Teamer was released too soon after his arrest?
Was he? Wait,
it was
what?
2 days. The Raiders let him go after 2 days.
Was that too soon?
Was that too soon?
No. So disagree? It should happen immediately.
Yeah, exactly. especially being there. Like like he was on the team when Ruggs was there. Like, come on, man.
Oh, besides that, what are you doing out on the day of a game? If it's the morning of, if it's Saturday night, the morning of a game, that's the day of the game. Get your ass home.
Get your ass home, and he just got off the practice squad. He just came back.
Yeah,
he just
came back. Like,
the only reason it probably took longer because all of Sunday doesn't count. They had a game.
Right? Like, what are you doing?
So that's a day.
Yeah. What are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of sad. He was out celebrating, perhaps. I don't know.
What the hell was he celebrating?
What are you celebrating?
Right.
Celebrate the fact that you got off the injured list and you were about to play in the game in the NFL. Please.
Lucky he was even on a team anyway. I'm not even.
Anyway.
I wasn't a big fan
next question. Let's see. This chat says, yeah, get him out of there. Okay, we're good then. Okay, do you agree or disagree that Charles Woodson would be good on the coaching team with AP?
Oh, agree.
You think you'd be a good coach out there, everyone? Wouldn't be any headbutting?
Well, I agree. I actually think that they should just have him on as like
a consultant, maybe.
Yeah, right.
Not a coach, man. Everybody, even if you're good, like it reminds me of like Rod Woodson or Michael Singletary. Like just because you're a good player, don't mean you're a good coach. I don't think he would be necessarily that good of a coach.
Well, I'm not assuming a head coach or something. Like if he wants to help special teams, be a consultant, be one of those advisors, like that's kind of where I'm leaning.
Yeah.
Oh, a couple interesting comments in there. Scotty Waddy doesn't agree. Not everyone could be a coach.
Can't agree or disagree. Well, yeah, no, totally. No one's a coach. That's why when people were talking before about beast mode being a coach.
Yeah, like come on, man. Like yeah.
Anyway,
he coach you.
Love me some beast mode, but anyway.
Yeah. He's a good coach on show you how to dance out there.
Right.
Okay, do you agree or disagree that everyone in the chat should circle back and watch a Raiderette Roundtable with all the former Raiderettes?
Agree!
Shout out to Shantae. I'm glad I pulled up Shantae.
I know, Shantae was fun, right? And she's still looking good.
Chocolate.
Settle down.
Settle down.
Hey, was bad, boy.
No, for sure. If you have not watched our show, For Life, our Raiderettes Roundtable on Tuesday nights, we interview former Raiderettes. They are fabulous. Football's fabulous females. They're exciting. They're inspirational. They're fun. They're a little naughty.
They are.
And they super sexy. So tune in, go circle back, checks it out.
Love those ladies.
Look, Scotty Waddy knows. He said chocolate was fire.
Chocolate, yeah.
That was our drinking game last night. I'm just going to carry it on to today.
Okay, and do you agree or disagree that the referees no longer have it out for the Raiders?
Oh. Come on. Maybe a little less.
A little
Muy
less.
poquito, but
yeah, it's
never. They will never not.
They will never.
They will never not. Is that even a word?
They may not pull out the index cards anymore, but they still hate us.
But every time I see some BS call, that's the first thing I think of. I don't even think of tuck rule. I think of index card.
Mm-hmm.
Index card. Was
because
ridiculous.
tuck rule, okay, we all know it was a fumble, but at least you can kind of go, okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
but the index card, you like literally pull that stuff. That's not even in the rule book. And when an index card fits in between something, that means that it's not a first down. I'm gonna go crazy here, mother. My eyes are like twitching right now.
The index card was like bent like this. Like I'm like, what are you doing?
Totally. There's like this that much room, Christian. Right? There's like that much room in between. Oh yeah, first down. First down.
Like who comes up with this stuff, man?
Who even has an index card?
Who has an index
Why
card?
do you have an index card?
A blank one at that.
Boy.
Okay, that does conclude the game of Do You Agree or Disagree for tonight.
All right.
We'll
Thank you, Mother Moon. Those questions are fun. Chris and I mostly agreed. I think the chat mostly agreed or disagreed. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No, that was good. No, Leo was right. Yeah, we had 0 penalties last game. Like, when does that happen?
Yeah, right?
0 penalties?
They're like, okay, this is so wrong. They're like, Chiefs don't need us today.
Right? Like, all right, they good.
They got this one on their own.
That's a referee saying that.
Yeah.
Right.
That's so wrong. That's so wrong.
You ain't lying.
Let's see. Charles says, last 20 plus years filled with so many bad memories. I know, it is so sad. I agree, Leo. Index card was the worst call ever. It made no sense. Real Man Our Raider says, exactly, it was planned. Thank you for joining us. Oh, Rick, before you go, I want to say thank you so much for becoming a member. The night actually that you became a member, the show we did was previously recorded because we couldn't go on that night. So when you became a member, it was previously recorded. You probably couldn't tell, but that's why I couldn't shout you out. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate you. Great seeing you in Miami, and thank you for being a supporter. Leo says, I was shocked because KC Keats gets calls, though. Am I reading that correctly? What does that mean? Am I missing something?
Yeah, I don't know. I think Leo been on that Woodson whiskey.
Leo, you've been settling down too much.
Yeah, he been drinking that Woodson whiskey.
That's all good. It's all good. Travis, also longtime supporter of the show. Thank you. If we couldn't keep that first half momentum in the second half, we would have. Well, it wasn't really a first half momentum. There was more like a first quarter momentum.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I was scared because I knew once they tied it up, I knew they got ball at halftime. It was gonna get nasty.
Oh, before they even scored any points, I looked out over at Mother Moon, and I actually said this. No pun on tonight's ongoing joke, but I actually said,
settle down.
They settled down. I said, they settled down. I said, it's on now. I said, I hope we enjoyed our little 14-point first quarter because they've settled down.
You called it at the exact minute.
Yeah.
I was like, I saw it. Your whole demeanor came down. The team just kind of was at an odd. And we're like, oh gosh, she's right. Damn it.
Yep.
She's right again.
I went from like standing on the bar seats, high-fiving everyone like we won the Super Bowl to like, oh, they settled down. Let me just sit down there.
Settle down.
Let me settle down.
God nasty.
Yeah, okay, Travis. Yeah, he goes, okay. First,
he tried to squib something.
He tried to get. We got those three though. We got those three. We love you, Travis. We love you. No, I'm just kidding with you. I knew what you meant. Jason says, "Oh, I thought I pulled it up here. We can't score more than 17 points. Why do you think? I think what's the most so far? Just 20, right? 21 time.
No, we had that game, that first game against the Jets or the Giants. We exploded. We got like 30.
Okay, but to answer his question on typically, but why do you think that is? Do you have a response to that?
I think that at the end of the day, I think we get conservative at some points, and I think that sometimes we can't get off the field to get the ball back, or our offense gets the ball and they, go 3 and out. I mean, we don't win the time of possession game, more than anything. That's my real answer. Like we never have the time of possession. The other team seems to always have the ball. You can't score points when you don't got the rock. So
yeah. Yeah, I don't know the answer. I had a thought and I totally forgot what it was because it was hurting my head trying to think of how many times they got past 20 even.
Yeah.
And it's only been a handful of times. Twice?
Yeah.
Twice?
It was when we got 30 and then that one game Max
got
the
Patriots, the Page 21.
Yeah, yep, and that's it.
And I think that's it. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I don't know. The Raiders have had this problem for years, though. Look at the game last year against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They had a huge lead and they ended up losing by, 1 or 2 points?
It may have been a little more. I think we needed to score a touch. No, actually, yeah. I think 2. Yeah, I think a field goal would have won it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's and that's the thing. It's like we don't know how to finish, and honestly that comes with, having guys who know how to win. And honestly, that's why I thought Jimmy was going to be good So I'm like, at least he knows how to win, if nothing else. But I don't know. We're the Raiders.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't. I know AP said, and if we're trusting in him, we have to trust in his choices. But he said, he's starting AOC because it gives him the best chance, gives the Raiders the best chance at winning. But we really, Garoppolo had the injury, then they had the whole firing thing go on. So we really don't know what Garoppolo can do with this new coach and under this new coordinator calling the plays. But there must be something there that they feel confident in one over the other. But yeah, I don't know. I would love to see Jimmy G back out there in the field. Let's just, because we don't know what it would be. We don't know. So we're kind of left guessing. We have almost nothing to lose, especially if you go into the second half of a game like, before. And same the opposite way. When you looked back at it, I would say, hey, you can also swap out Jimmy G for AOC.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
because the Raiders don't really have a quarterback. Let's face it, we need one.
Well, yeah, I mean,
there is no quarterback. So why that one game they decided to start Hoyer.
Right. I think ultimately, AP did it for the fans, the kind of, excite the fan base, which it did. But I do think that I would want to see what Jimmy could do with another play caller that may understand what Jimmy's flaws are and can kind of hide them. I don't think McDaniels did that. But I don't know. I'm okay with seeing AOC. We just have to protect them.
Yeah, I'm okay with it too. It's kind of like whatever, but we need a quarterback. Let's face it. Let's get rid of. Well, we can keep AOC, I guess, and see how he develops and keep him as a backup.
Oh yeah, he's not starting.
At the end of the day, get rid of the other two. I don't even know why Hoyer's on the team. I've been saying this since day one. You promised me he was only going to be holding the clipboard.
I promise.
Just saying.
Well, hold on. He only came in one game though, so
okay.
I was kind of right.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was kind of right.
I know. I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to be funny. Anywho. We joke a lot around here. Maybe people don't get the humor. But anyway, no, we need a quarterback.
Oh,
and none of these three guys are the answer, in my opinion, moving forward. Even if you let AOC just play out the rest of the time, get his experience, he's not the answer.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So that to me, it is what it is. And just let me circle back a little bit with the Jimmy G thing. I think part of the decision making, and this is totally speculation, totally my opinion. I have no merit really. But I think AP wanted to send the Patriots way packing.
Yeah.
And I think Jimmy G was kind of collateral damage.
Part of that, yeah.
Right.
I could see that.
Because we heard the confrontation between when AP, brought up the Patriots. Apparently McDaniels was all offended by it. And that was kind of the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
And we as a Raiders fan base, and AP is a Raider from years ago, from before he was even, on part of the team, probably hates them just as much as the rest of us. And when he said that and McDaniels stuck up for them and not the Raiders, I think he was like, when he got the chance to take over, he was like, let's send the Patriots way packing. That includes Garoppolo. And that's my made up story of the evening.
I mean, I can see that. Because you got to think he got rid of the offensive coordinator right away too, so he didn't even think nothing else about that. So
I think you're on something.
Yeah, it's probably something to that.
It lines up. It aligns.
Okay.
And you see Jimmy G walking out. He doesn't have his ankles taped up like he does when he's ready to play.
Oh yeah,
so he's not even. There's no chance that he's even expecting to go into the game. Otherwise, he could go in. I guess injury, but they could tape him up right quick. But he knows he's not going in. Otherwise, you'd be ready.
Yeah, you see him warming up every now and then.
Is he warming up, or is he just warming up the quarterback? He's like, he's not warming up. He's not. What is it? How do you say it? He's not the warmer. He's the warmy. He's the warmer, not the warmy. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, I think. But one thing I will give Jimmy is he seemed to be a good teammate. He's doing what Carr didn't do. He's still being there. He's still helping out the young. You see when O'Connell's coming off the field, Jimmy's coming up talking to him and kind of letting him know what he sees. So I respect that, even though he's getting paid a lot to do that. So I mean, it's not.
Well, true, but he doesn't have to. He can have a bad attitude.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
yeah,
I mean, and he did the same thing in San Francisco too. Like he was still helping Purdy.
He's still getting paid. He doesn't have to worry about getting injured. He's still looking pretty. Like he good. So I threw that last part in.
All right, guys, good game. I'm going to the Bunny Ranch. I'm not hurt. I'm not sore. Let's get it.
Don't come to the Bunny Ranch. Come over to my place. No, I'm kidding.
Right.
Okay.
Can we all agree on this, though? We can all agree on this. All Travis wants for Christmas on Christmas Day is a win.
Yes, we all agree. Put it out there, Travis.
Put it out there, Travis.
You think it, you feel it, it happens.
Who's going to that? Is anyone going to that game, by the way?
No way. There's no way.
I thought about an in-and-out trip just for fun, but it's too expensive. Like you can fly in and out on the same day, but they make it impossible.
Yeah.
Thanks, Allegiant. By the way, can I go off on a little complaint tangent right now? Allegiant will give Kansas City Allegiant Airlines. Okay, this damn stadium, Allegiant, the Raider Stadium is named after you. Will give Chiefs fans discounts to go to Vegas. Oh, I shouldn't say Chiefs fans. Kansas City-based people, same difference, to go to Vegas. Why can't they hook up Raiders fans?
Let us get.
I'm talking about Oakland, LA, and Vegas discounts.
Yeah.
To go to Kansas City on Christmas Day.
That's a fact.
Come on. Who knows the CEO? Call them up.
That's a fact.
They give them cheap flights going this way. We can't get inexpensive flights going that way.
Package deals, hotels.
Oh my
and all.
goodness. Hotels and all. Damn.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Must be
Just
nice.
wrong. Anyway, that hour went by fast. What were we even talking about?
I don't know, but you guys mentioned something about be ready, stay ready, and then in case you have to go in and go. Walk me through this a little bit. There's a game not so long ago, and you're like, so and so doesn't even have his mouthpiece in. You knew the play because he wasn't ready.
Oh, right.
What was it? And then so if you can see, he knows he's not going to get the ball because he doesn't have his mouthpiece. The other team can see it as well. That's what I saw.
I think I can't remember exactly, but yeah, it was like one of the Raiders running backs. I don't know if it was Jacobs or who, but yeah, it's like there was a pattern of him only putting his mouth guard in when he was going to run the ball.
Oh,
and
yeah.
when he wasn't going to run the ball, it would just stay like stuck in the helmet.
So let's watch again.
So yeah, I guess little thing to me. I don't know. Maybe it's not a thing, but to me, those things tip me off. If like, all right, you're not even going to get ready to get the ball.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I know you're not getting it, so it's a pass.
Right.
But if we're seeing all these little things right now, there's somebody that's watching the film.
Oh gosh, he's gone. Don't even say that like that anymore.
Watching
that's her
film.
DC accent.
Yeah, do you like that? My Fresno accent, Travis.
Oh, dang, Mother Moon.
So I
think this is to me. Why do you want a one-read QB? Listen, I'm not saying none of them are the answer. None of them are the answer. But also, none of them are really giving us any quality play. So I just say, again, mix it up. Who cares? I mean, again, remember, 3 points scored in the last 3 quarters. I mean, I probably couldn't even do any worse than that. Give me a shot. Yeah, I'm just kidding. You know what I mean? But yeah, like at and like I said, it worked the other way too. I think it worked the other way too when Jimmy G was starting. He couldn't get it done the same. Throw O'Connell in. There was one game, I can't remember which one it was, where they was it Chicago? I think it was Chicago. Was it Chicago? Anyway, they put in O'Connell in way late with like minutes left.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, same difference. I was like, put him in at the half.
Right.
This is going nowhere. What's the end result going to be? The same. Shitty. That's all I'm saying. None of these guys are the answer, in my opinion.
Yeah, like honestly, we have to get a guy that's mobile. I mean, that's all there is to it. I mean, O'Connell, he'll be a good backup quarterback. Comes in, He seems like a good teammate. Seems like he's studious. He'll understand, the system as time goes on. But he's not going to be able to shoot out with Mahomes anytime soon. That's for
No.
sure.
And I actually thought of this earlier. I was like, I saw this photo of him. There's like this meme going around. Well, it wasn't really a meme. I guess when I think of memes, I think of kind of like funny. Just a photo of him really with kind of like his stats. And I like him. I think he seems like a good guy. He works hard, all the stuff. But it's going to sound so wrong. I was like, you know what? He probably doesn't have longevity in this league. So good for him for buying that Mazda.
But you know what? He might be in the league for, he'll have some few
Yeah,
years.
he can be the next Hoyer. Sure.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Because he seems like a likable guy. He has arm talent. The dude just can't move.
And listen, maybe he develops over the next 5 games and he becomes something that we can actually roll with. But I really think, how about this? I really think the focus needs to be on who's our quarterback next season more than who's our head coach next season. And we didn't even talk about that. We were going to get to that, but like the show's over. But we were going to talk about that.
Yeah, but I think most fans understand that, it's all about figuring out who our quarterback is. Because honestly, if AP does well, he needs to stay put. And I think that Davis learned from the whole Rich Bisaccia thing that, you don't, sometimes you want to listen to your players, even though I don't think, keeping Rich was a right idea. But I do think that AP will keep the job as long as he keeps doing what he's doing. But yeah, it's all about that quarterback. Let's go ahead and draft somebody and let's go.
The thing with AP is I think it's for him to keep this role. It's a must for him to win the games the Raiders should win.
Exactly.
You can't lose games like the Chicago game and keep your job.
No, absolutely not.
So
and honestly, and I'm looking at the Vikings. He needs to win that. He needs to win the Chargers.
And really redeem yourself. This is where you really could redeem yourself.
For the Chiefs again?
No, the Chargers.
Well, no, I expect them to win that.
No, but I'm saying not redeem himself per se because he was on the coach then. But that Chargers game, was winnable. And I actually think the reason why they didn't win that game was because of coaching.
Yeah.
Because of that terrible play call at the end with throwing it with this rookie who hadn't started, and you've got Josh Jacobs. That's terrible decision making. So if he can go, hey, let's get this. That to me, that's going to be a big deal.
Oh yeah, no, that game, I already chalked that up as we need to win that. We have to win that. To me, I think that they're all going to be tough. Even like the Colts is going to be tough. But I expect us to win that. We're going to need to beat the Broncos. But if we can at least fight with the Chiefs at home again, I don't expect us to win. But if we can at least show that first half was there,
that's going to be.
No, I know. Oh. Yeah, it's going to be tough. But
no, honestly, you said at home.
Well, no, I mean at their home.
Got it.
Oh yeah, like at their home. So, I think that's going to be tough. But we played them hard as hell last year at their home. So. That was a game that we could have won when it was there. So we'll see. For sure.
We might go over here just a little bit, if you don't mind, Chris and Mother Moon, because I want to get through these comments. And I do want to comment on or talk about the quarterback situation and the head coaching situation, which we haven't got to. But really quickly, let's get to Carlton. What's good, Carlton? Dead on with... They should make a deal for us Raiders fans. I've been saying that since I heard about the Legion of deal for Kansas City. By the way, hi guys, it's Carlton, Omar's homie. What's up, Omar's homie? We saw you out there in Miami. Thanks for coming through. He's talking about the Allegiant deal. And then Jason says, I have heard of this. Chris, have you heard of this? I've been hearing Raiders entertaining a trade for Justin Fields. Y'all heard? I heard about it. Yeah. I'm not happy about it. You?
Yeah, I'm not really interested. I try to like him because he has some of the skill sets that I like, but I don't want to go to war with him against Mahomes. Honestly, when I look at a quarterback, that's all I look at. It's like who can at least go to war. Now I don't expect someone to necessarily win a shootout, but I want to see somebody that's like, okay, he can at least hold his own against them because no one's really
well, that's going to be, and that's going to obviously that's a tall challenge.
Right.
But
That's what I'm saying.
if you talk to Bears fans, because I've talked to some Bears fans, and they don't seem to think Justin Fields is the. They actually think he's a good quarterback, and everything else around him is terrible. So I mean, whatever. I don't watch the Bears. I don't know anything about it. That's their opinion. I'm relaying it, but I'm not interested.
Yeah, and I watched him a lot in college. You know, with him being playing for Ohio State. So
Thanks,
so he was in town kid. So I got a chance to watch him quite a bit. He has a work ethic. He has toughness. He's just been in a bad situation with the Bears, but I still think I'll pass on that.
I think Travis right here is calling for overtime. I think he's talking about us.
Let's get it.
So, all right, let's get into some of these coaching rumors. Tell me, Chris, what have you heard?
So the one that's the newest one is talking about David Shaw out of Stanford. Me personally, I am not too interested in that. I mean, I know he's had some good times in, at Stanford. He has a good record, but at the end of the day, I'm really not interested. He did have a stint, in the NFL with a few teams, and he was with the Raiders for a while.
Yeah, he was with the Raiders under Gruden.
Yeah. Yep, and he was a quarterback coach back when that was probably Rich Gannon. That was during the Rich Gannon days. But I don't know, man. He just doesn't move me. He just doesn't move me. I mean, he may be okay, but honestly, I want to keep talking about AP until he eliminates himself.
Same.
Once he eliminates himself, then okay, let me think, about something else. People keep talking about Jim Harbaugh.
Nah.
Again, I'm a Michigan fan, and I do not want Jim at the Raiders. I don't.
No, I agree, and I like the head coaching thing. It kind of bothers me a little bit, and maybe this is fan based, but when we are in the middle of a season,
why should you even be talking about it?
Why are we even talking about this? We're riding with AP right now, and I think if you're not riding with AP, then I don't know, go ride with another team or something.
Right.
So the discussion of who we should have after this, to me, is just like a null point. No, AP.
Yeah, and honestly,
does, and then we'll figure it out after. And like I said, I think the main focus should be more than head coach. Who's our quarterback?
Quarterback. That's a focus. That's a focus.
Because I actually think AP could get the job done if he has a good quarterback.
Me too.
If he could figure out who he wants his permanent offensive coordinator to be.
Yep.
And then if we can stack on, imagine this. This would be great, actually. I think if we could figure out which quarterback maybe we can get, and really focus on adding to the D with Crosby and Spillane.
Yeah.
That, to me, that looks like a winning formula.
No, absolutely. And I think we have to figure out what are we going to do with Jimmy and his contract. So I think Jimmy has some options. Jimmy could sit on the bench and make the money, or Jimmy might settle where we can, settle his contract. And he can, go on and get a chance and try to start somewhere else, which, as a competitor, he may want to do that. But then again, Jimmy might be like, shoot, I'm under contract. I'm getting money. Yeah. I ain't going nowhere. So
I think he might be there. And honestly, I don't think he would be a bad, I actually think he's a great backup.
No. Yeah. He would be a great backup,
and he would be a great mentor.
Yeah.
And I would rather pay him to be that than pay him to go away.
Yeah, but we're paying him a lot.
Right. I know, but you're gonna have to pay him a lot. You're gonna have to pay him a lot to make him go away. Yeah. He's not just gonna go away for free.
No.
And nobody's gonna be dumb enough to pay him that, because why would you when the Raiders are gonna pay him out?
Yeah, no, for sure. We just gotta figure out what we're gonna do with that.
So let me ask you this: if it came down to Jimmy G, pay him to leave or pay him to stay as a backup and provide tutelage?
Well, no, I mean it depends on the numbers though. It depends on kind of the net gain on all of it. But I do think we're stuck with him, honestly. I mean, and honestly, he seems to be a good teammate. The guys like him. He just doesn't have it in his arm anymore. But it is what
kind of
it
ever,
is.
but
It is what it. But then again, it's like, so we know we're going to draft a quarterback, and then it's like, what are we going to do with O'Connell? So it's not. So I see. And then again, it's like, do you get rid of O'Connell next year, or do you build him up to be a?
I hate to say it, like I do think O'Connell's disposable. Oh, they're all three of them are disposable.
I don't know. I would have to see how the numbers work out, because O'Connell, his contract has to be minimal,
right?
And then you almost might be better off getting rid of Jimmy G, but you'll save money by having a rookie quarterback and O'Connell. So I don't know. I'd have to see how
you really have to put out what's each player making,
right?
Versus what can each player bring to the table,
right?
Who can mesh well with it's not cut and dry, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, for sure.
So Jason says we also need an OC as well. Bo isn't the answer. I think we both alluded to that. And I think if AP gets the head coaching position, I think he will make a change at this. I think he will.
He will.
Yeah. So
it's just right now.
The entire team is interim at this point. Not the entire team. Excuse me. The head coach, the offensive coordinator, and I would say the quarterback.
Right.
Under technicalities, only two of those three are, but
yeah, I think, and to be honest, I think that he's going to keep a lot of the defensive pieces in place. Honestly, we might pick up, someone else. But I mean, I think at the end of the day, our defense is going to stay in place. So, and honestly, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Let's focus on his offense. And we got to clear up some money. I mean, because we're spending all that money on the offense. Some of those guys, those overpaid linemen that we have, and get rid of those guys. I'm like, come on.
All right, we'll get down to it. We're about to sign off here, but let's get a couple comments. Carlton says AP with a bomb D and O coordinator. I kind of go with that. Scotty Waddy says Mother Moon already read this, I guess. He said he's a man with a plan. Let's see. Oh, because it says my solution. Oh, we got a solution. All right.
Hey, that's what we want. We want solutions. Forget all the
AP 24. Get a badass OC. Let AP get a playbook from here to next year. Draft a hella defense. Draft Jaden McDaniels and let him fight it out with AOC. Get rid of Hoyer and bridge QB. I'm not mad at any of that.
Yeah, no. Jaden Daniels, I still am unsure about him. I mean, he's a dog, but I don't know. I got to watch him a little more. But honestly, I don't think we can go too wrong with any of these quarterbacks that are coming out this year. But the Raiders being the Raiders, we will get the one guy that's trash.
Yeah, who knows? I would say, I actually kind of think, listen, I'm not mad at any of this, but I kind of think for right now, the focus needs to be on this season, on this team, with this coach, with this OC, with whichever quarterback they're going to ride with. And let's see if the Raiders could either win out or at least win 4 games to make a push to the playoffs. And let's not even stress about the offseason, the next coach, the next anything. We got 5 games left, Raider Nation. Let's root for our team to, people will say, back into the playoffs, which doesn't even make sense to me, because if you're not winning the conference, every other team's a back end.
Right.
That's just how it goes, okay?
Right.
So, yeah, we're not winning the conference. It's not happening. I guess it could, but it's not. So, yeah, let's just focus on that. Let's cheer for our team. Go to the games if you can. Go to the away games if you can. Support the team. Stop the chatter about who's going to be coach next year. Let's just figure out how to be the best support system so we could be for our team this year, and hopefully they can make the playoffs, because it's no fun watching, in my opinion, if we just have to look for the what ifs of next year.
Right. It's a fact.
So that's my little end of the game rant.
I love it.
You got anything to say, Mother Moon or Chris, before we get out of here?
Well, I just want to tell Chris it was a pleasure partying with you in Miami.
Oh, we have fun.
We had met up.
Absolutely.
So if you want, I was going to say a good time. I take that back. But if you want a dancing partner, he's your man. He's your man. So it was a pleasure.
Yeah, we did have fun at the Clevelander, that's for sure, especially that first night.
Yes. But
All
yeah,
right,
I'm sticking with AP.
Let's stick with them. Chris, any final words?
Oh, I do. I do. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. I got a very, very, very awesome interview coming up with Raider Insider, Hondo Carpenter. Got some good stuff coming up. I had a conversation with him today. Just kind of getting prepared for our interview. So make sure you guys subscribe to me and hit that notification bell so you guys know exactly when I'm gonna drop it. It's gonna be good because I'm gonna ask them questions. I'm not scared. I'm gonna ask them questions. So make sure you guys do that.
All right, there you have it. And remember, light that torch, hit that like button on both channels if you haven't already. If you haven't subscribed to both myself and Protect the Shield, please do. We appreciate all of your support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. And thank you for being here. And you know, Raider Nation, we go out one way and only one way.
This is Phase Ed Music.
All right, Raider Nation, catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Salute.